six figures. You hear what I'm saying to you tonight? Things I tell you to do tonight, I guarantee you, whatever it is you want to do in life, you'll be able to do. You will be able to accomplish whatever you want to academically, financially, relationally, whatever. So 3 things.
Alright guys, so I'm here with Uninvited, and this is a video from Eric Thomas, who is a motivational speaker. He has a ton of followers, but we're going to be talking about how to change your mindset with, money, your relationships, and everything like that. So let's just jump into it here. Alright, let's go. So one of the biggest things that I want to talk about here on how to change your mindset is kind of branching out and trying new things for me. I don't know about you, but because for those of you that don't know me, guys, I have been day trading stocks for a couple of years now, and that was probably one of the hardest decisions that I've ever made. And I know that Uninvited has, done multiple business ventures and is trying new things as well. And I think changing your mindset is the hardest thing you can do, but it's also one of the things that you need to do in order to branch out and be successful. And what do you think?
No, I totally agree. Mindset is ultimately everything. Without a positive mindset, it's not so much on a bit, it's not so much financially focused. It's more like on yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't have if you're not well with yourself, in tune, you can't really get any.
Yeah. I know,
business wise or anything. I feel like.
Yeah, and I feel like people that say they're stuck in a rut, that say whether they don't want to go to the gym or they don't want to, try to do a business, and they're going to that 9-to-5 job, the hardest thing for them is going to be to change the way they think, because they've been doing it for so long that when they're going to want to try to put $1,000 for a new business, I think that's going to, I don't know, but I think it's going to be it's going to change the way people think and everything like that.
No, agreed. My view on it, what I think, just from my life's experiences and everything, I definitely would say your mindset is everything, because your mindset makes the type of person you are. So if you're in a bad state of mind, typically how the world works, law of attraction and whatnot, you're gonna attract more negative things compared to positive things. So
yeah,
unless you if you wanna if we're talking about business here, mm-hmm. So every time the opening video, he said there's 3 main things. It's not necessarily, I feel like his point in this video, if you guys haven't seen this video, it's good, check it out on YouTube. It's
we'll put it down below so you guys,
or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, no, this guy, I watch all of his videos, and I feel like a lot of his videos is just to get you on the path to start, because the hardest thing to do is just to start, and that's with anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of people, especially business, they're solely focused on making money.
Yeah.
Or if you're focused on making money in a business, you'll never be satisfied, mm-hmm. because that is not the reason to go into business. I feel like nowadays, everything, if you don't have interest, or by interest, if you're if you don't have some sort of drive or inner motive, then you're almost shorting yourself, because you obviously you lack interest. So
mm-hmm.
if I told you we only live once and you potentially could die tomorrow,
yeah.
When it's I feel to me, I'm I don't want to do anything. I only want to do what I want to do, and I don't want anyone to tell me what I'm going to do. And for that sole reason.
Another thing about that quote is you only live once. I think you don't live once. You live every single day. So you got to live each day like it's your last. I feel like you only live once is I don't know. I saw it somewhere and it stuck with me for a very long time, where people who say they only live once. You live once and then you die, but you live every single day, and if you keep, I don't know, but I think one of the biggest things is you gotta push through challenges for a growth mindset. You can't be in a fixed mindset where you're set in stone on the way you believe. You have to be able to learn and grow, and that's the way with life, I feel like.
I 100% agree. No, it's so true. I feel I don't know. I feel like people have a lot. Okay, people say there's a lot of issues or problems going on in their life, and yet the answer is right in front of them, and they're almost blinded to seeing it. Because I feel even from right from again, like society almost like molds you into thinking something that, like whatever they want you to think, they can almost like mold you into becoming that.
They
so
can.
like everything it plays a factor. I feel like when you see something on a consecutive basis, like ads are huge because people are, especially nowadays, like ADHD to the max. All these kids are on all these different types of drugs, and I mean, it's almost like they want that because therefore, like all these bigger companies, like ad companies right now, like they are the leading companies, and it's like it's almost like tobacco cigarettes in the sense where it's like, yes, it's totally it's not forced, like no one's forcing you. So like, all right, with me, like I e-commerce, right? So I do a bunch of e-commerce, a lot of marketing online, and I feel like that's the difference between like a brand, like you're building a brand here, where it's like a similar thing compared to like, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like building a brand takes time, and if you are in it for a short-term game, like you might as well just leave now.
Yes,
you know?
I agree.
Like, and people forget that, like, even like people like friends and stuff like are like, why are you doing this? This doesn't make any sense. You're wasting all this money in this and ads. And I'm like, all right, this is like, if it's a new business just starting out, if you're not dumping ads into it, then you're not doing it right, because a business, the only way for a business to sustain long term is based on customer, like their customer list, like clientele.
Yes.
So it's like, if you can build that up, you don't even have to run ads.
Yeah.
So if I told you, if you dumped like, let's say $500,000 in ads, and then I told you if you put that money into ads, and then you won't have to put any more ads in for the rest of your life, because you can solely live off that customer base if you have all your retargeting set up.
Yeah.
Like if your store is set up or your platform set up correctly, and not only with stores, you can do this with like any type of service or any.
Yeah, personal branding.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't make a penny for a year and a half. And literally, I would make videos every single day. I have like 500 videos, and I just got the threshold where I can now make money. And people literally would always ask me, that is the stupidest thing you can do. They're saying, this is ridiculous, you're filming these videos, whatever. And I kept telling them, I'm looking long term, I'm doing, you just mind your own business, really. I don't really care what you think. And I feel like that's the same thing with building business, because people are going to say, why do you spend $1,000 a month on ads?
That's like good though, because if there are, at least that means you're doing something.
Yeah.
Because if there's no people that aren't bitching, they're like, I'm not doing anything.
I know. I get people all the time that say, literally comments on my video, oh, you don't, you're a scammer. It's like, I'm not a, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like, you're watching my video.
I think, honestly, I just thought of this, and it kind of makes sense. I feel like you can, a lot of, what's kind of flawed, I feel like with the internet is, it's very hard to distinguish what's trustworthy and not trustworthy, because anyone can go on there, make a kick-ass site, make it so fake, have it so boosted, and make it look so good, but it's not real though. And the difference is like, I feel like for you, right? So you started out, you didn't have any followers. Yeah. It took time to build that up. People forget that though.
No, I know.
It's not like people think it's like internet's like the get rich scheme, and
they
it's
think I woke up with 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I know.
It's so
and you put in like probably 1,000 hours just so you can get that.
Yeah,
that's an enormous amount of time. Yes, long term, like it will pay it off. It will pay for it.
Guaranteed.
But
it's so irritating. I hate when people I don't hate it, but it's almost like a bug on my shoulder when people are like, oh, I don't know, always writing negative, and I always hate people who leave thumbs down on all of my videos. And it's like I'm giving education, because all my videos are educational. It's like I'm giving you my thoughts on something, and I title it my thoughts on Church Trader, and then they don't like my thoughts. It's don't watch my videos. I don't care.
That's true.
Be negative about it. I'm not even gonna care.
No, exactly. And I feel like a lot of people do things solely based on reaction, and that's why Facebook's moving towards more of a social feedback scale. Therefore, it eliminates those type of people. Where if there's someone that consecutive only does negative comments, they're not gonna see as many ads coming in the future, because Facebook realizes that because for them, they're actually losing money because therefore, when there's a bunch of bad comments, even if the guy didn't even purchase a product or anything from the site, it doesn't make a difference because that's going to, if someone else comes across that, it's going to play a factor in whether or not they make a purchase. So right there, you just could lose a lot of money.
Yeah, people who don't even
one dude who had a bad day and doesn't even know you.
Yeah. Some guy who probably watched 30 seconds of my video, or maybe even just, because I've ran ads in the past, and they don't even buy the product, and they're like, scam. And it's like, get out of here. Go back to your 9-to-5 job.
Well, I swear, like, you can... People are so... They're so persuaded or so manipulated based off what they see, and they don't even realize it, where, like, if you came across an Instagram that had, like, 1 million followers, you wouldn't even second guess it.
Yeah.
You would buy on impulse. But if you ran a software to analyze that account, and it shows that there's 999,000 Instagram accounts that are inactive, that haven't been active in 2 years, because you can run the data on it and see what's active and not.
It's crazy.
Like, it makes you think though too, like these big companies, how much trust we have in them, where Facebook could literally boost within their own company to boost their own sales growth. By boost, I mean like you have all these advertisers, right? They just, it's almost like I don't know. This is all just like opinions and stuff. But just because Facebook's all changing so fast and all the time, and it's just opinions and
opinions are just people the way they think. I would love to see. Because like I was getting back to, like, people who always just are negative about everything.
Yeah, it comes down to your mindset though. Like,
it really does.
You attract what you want, or what you're. And it's not really you attract what you want. You attract what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're looking for something, you're so much more likely to find it.
Yeah.
It's like
if that's, say you bought a car, and then you see that car everywhere, and it's like that car's been there the whole time. You driving past those cars every day, but now that you see it and you have it, you're more willing to look for it, I guess. That's the way I would always think of it.
No, agreed. But it also can be a bad thing too, though, because it can make it's our mind. It's like watching a movie. Our mind can't distinguish what's real and fake. It doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
So it's like same concept on the internet. When you see something every single day through these social media sites that we go on, and you go into your freaking phone log and you see you're spending 6 hours a day on Facebook.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
So if you do 6 hours a day times that by 365, I mean, it's ridiculous amount of time. Now, you're going to tell me if I showed you an ad every single day, you would not make a purchase? Not even make a purchase? You make a purchase solely on the fact that you've seen it so many times that, like, it's almost like you feel guilty if you don't make that purchase. And their algorithm on Facebook, Scott, is so good. They have to a T on everyone.
Yeah, it's another thing that it's like quick thing. So I just did the math. So if that's say you spend 6 hours a day on your phone, that is, and you do it every single day, it's over 2,190 hours.
Jeez.
So that's that's a couple of days. That's 91 days.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. And honestly, that's like not even that much time.
That's not. People go on their phone all the time, and they're seeing the same thing every day. You go on your phone, and you 90% of the time, no one has texted you, or no one's contacted you, and you're just seeing what other people are doing. And then you get hit with ads, and you're seeing the same repetitive thing over and over and over again.
No, yeah, and I just don't understand why people still are hesitant on ads.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though, like, ads are going to continue to rise and get more expensive because people are realizing the great impact they have. But, like, the real question is when these big companies realize it and they drop an enormous amount of money and start controlling the market.
Yeah,
that's when Facebook's going to have to change, and instead of trying to moderate the system, they're going to have to. It has to be open. Like, because right now, like, it's basically if you're a big time spender on Facebook, they're going to show your ads because you're spending more than anyone else. I mean, it makes sense. But for an average person, like, it's very hard to compete with that. It's almost incomputable.
It is. Because I remember when I first started running ads, I only could afford $1 a day. And I could see that I wasn't getting nearly as many, views and click-through rates and whatever it's called. But once I started doing it more, and I would just keep running, I would do the same ad or change it up a little bit just to try to, and then one time it felt like it was like just a random ad, and I got 580 clicks through, and because I ran it for email, to get emails to send, promotions and stocks and stuff like that. And then it almost like it was like just like a switch where this ad just suddenly just got placed right. And I feel like, I don't know if it was because I was spending more or whatever, but
I think Facebook should almost, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Facebook makes a lot of money from fake accounts, and Facebook makes a lot of money from real accounts.
Yeah.
So to them, what's worse? To create a system that is almost like a verification, stating that these are actually real active followers, or is a loss going to be too great of a loss, or would it be too great of a loss for them, like in their pocket, to actually have that in place?
Yeah.
So is it actually set up like this because they're making ridiculous amount of money? Or
I know.
I mean, Facebook, they have the money to change the world. They're probably they're up there with this. They're a top company.
Yeah, they make reportedly, and this isn't.
It's an online company.
Yes.
There's really no. I mean,
this is in 2018. Okay, they made 13.2 in revenue.
Yes.
In what is that? A quarter? In a second quarter earnings.
Jeez.
So that means they probably make $50 billion a year.
Solely on ads, 85% of that.
Yeah, 85% on ads. It's ridiculous.
Well, see, so with my ads, I realized if you don't continue to scale and up it, it's not going to get shown. So like, you build your so basically like, you either break even or you make profit. I mean, that's like, for an advertiser, that's what you want. Because, I mean, no one wants to lose money and lose a profit. Yeah. But if you're not continuing to scale, you have other competitors that are catching on to the game. And then if you're not leading like the industry, going back to if these big companies realize this and they drop a ridiculous amount of money into ads, they can control what
Amazon. Like Amazon makes so much money.
They also were the biggest promoters in 2000. I think it was like 15 and 16.
Yeah, I can probably look it up here in a minute. But it's like, what would some average guy do to compete against that?
Just starting out small.
It'd be almost impossible.
No, I wouldn't say it's not impossible. Okay, what I realized, so Facebook will boost new ad accounts. So basically,
that is true.
They'll put it in front of the competitors because it's a free market, and Facebook will only give visitors to. They try to only do it to real businesses. Yeah. To avoid scams and whatnot. And it is hard for them to because of the enormous amount of people using it, it's hard for them to monitor it and stuff, so there is problems. But I just feel like
it's just like if that's a Amazon, I find it crazy how like I know they put people in front because I felt like that post that I did, I got put in front of others almost, and that's why I got more clicks and stuff like that. But like on a repetitive basis, I feel like long term a larger company would overpower with the ads and everything more than a small guy with putting $1,000 in.
It's all on data though. Without data, there's no ads.
Yeah.
So like ads are solely you're basically buying people's information.
Yeah.
So Facebook is a social media site that collects everyone's information and sells it out to advertisers based on like your interest or little things that you do or like services that you need. Products you need, such like that. So like that's the greatest marketing thing ever. And for a company to have that to a T is almost scary.
Wasn't it you were saying how Amazon and they make most of their money from data?
That's actually I was just thinking that. Yeah, their e-commerce store it breaks even. Actually, they solely make their money on sellers from Amazon. Yeah. So without sellers, Amazon, their whole e-commerce site is. Their sole purpose of that is to collect data. So they're going to lose money on a product, but in return they get your data that they sell to advertisers. So they just profited. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so like China right now, right? They're wholesaling products ridiculously everywhere. Everywhere you look now, it's made in China. Sole reason being, they're giving away, they are losing money on that product, right? Now, yes, they have different labor laws and pay and stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not even about that. It's solely about the more, for them, it's about like, especially China's a communist country. Not to talk about that, but like, they want control. And to get control nowadays, especially on the internet, the one who has the most data ultimately, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because back with ads, like ads is you're buying data, and there's an enormous amount of data out there. And people don't even realize it, that they sign up for these little things.
Yeah, just like terms and agreements.
Yeah,
or whatever.
a simple little thing, and you could have just...
Checkbox. Like, all those checkboxes that I get, I just, alright, whatever, I don't know what
And
it
you know
is.
what else? It's like, I think 85% will not uncheck a box if it's automated, or if it's a default check.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if it's already checked, they're not gonna check it.
Yeah.
They check that box, and they just gave them all their information.
Yeah.
Like,
so what are they doing with this info? I'm just curious. Are they selling it, or are they using it for ads? Because I know
for what, Facebook?
Yeah, for like, let's say Amazon. How are they using this data?
Well, basically, so like, I have a software that I use that I collect data, and then the more data I can get, it analyzes it, breaks it down into categories based on interests, purchase behaviors, the likelihood of what product they're more likely to purchase. So like, basically, it takes all products on a website, analyzes it, right?
Yeah.
So it tracks everything. Everything's being tracked online. And that's like the only way, if you want to be successful online, you have to have your data in place, because you can use that. Like, what I did wrong in the beginning when I first was starting out, I was running an enormous amount of ads, and I was basically running ads, getting sales, running ads, getting sales. All that, I was wasting all that back data. So like, all these other data, like the people that were making purchases, they might have like clicked on this and that, but that was all going to waste. But like, if you can get a system in place, not stored with Facebook, store it on your own site, because once they get, Facebook's only on Facebook. So like, once they get to your site, Facebook did their job.
Yeah.
So like, now you have their information, because your site is collecting the data, but they agree upon that based on when they get the notification of like cookies and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's really complicated, but
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I feel like it's a lot easier than what people think. Facebook makes it extremely complicated for the sole reason being, like, when something's very complicated, it's less, like, there's less troubles.
Yeah.
Almost. For them.
Like, I remember, this was like maybe 6 months ago, but Facebook had that, I don't know if you remember, but they had like a data breach almost. And I remember from the stock standpoint, because I shorted it. And so for those of you that don't know what shorting means, is I'm betting against it, okay? So the stock fell, I saw it when it was down 2.5%. Yeah, I saw it when it was down 2.5%, and it fell down 16. So I was up 14.5%. Anyways, but people were freaking out. And Mark Zuckerberg, whatever that dude's name is, he lost like 1.6 billion of his own cash from this breach. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just the way that they have so much data.
Was it a breach though? Like,
I don't know.
Not to like movie it or anything, but like,
there is
back in history, those breaches, and then what's the thing about the presidency? There was something.
The
scandal that was like
there was the email list.
I don't know.
With Clinton or Hillary.
Typically, like, if there's a breach is like just like what the media says. I feel like, and then 5 years from now, we'll really find out what went on. But nothing will happen to the company though.
Like, this is what they said. New York Times, they said Facebook security breach exposes accounts of 50 million users. So I mean, I don't know what a breach would even be.
But like a honestly hacker? Though, like, if you think about it, go on Google, and you have someone's first and last name, search them up. Yeah. You get just as enough. You get more information than you would from Facebook. Facebook is just an analyzer that put it into a category, that simplified it, and made it so it knows exactly who wants your product or service.
Yeah, you can look up just a random address and you can see who lives there.
Yeah, Facebook like simplified like Google and search engines basically. Yeah. But like the next thing after Facebook will be cool to see.
Yeah, because they say like things come in like anywhere from 7 to 9 years, and they say we're in the the 4th or 5th year of Facebook, and so they say within the next couple of years something eventually will push out Facebook. Just with everything though.
I heard Facebook is going on facial recognition for speech, so it's going to be the first automated online website that can type out what you're thinking based on your creases and like your facial things. Because if you think about it though, if you spend 6 hours a day every day,
so it's 91 days.
That's 91 days, right?
Of our life.
Of our life. Now, if you're on Facebook for how long? 5 years? 91 days times that by 5 years. Like, that's a ridiculous amount of time. Now, if they have their system set up right to store that information and analyze it, long term, like they control the game, and that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, that is
like,
that's a year. It's over. It's
that's
455 days of our life. If let's say you're on Facebook for,
is it 6 hours a day?
Yeah, 6 hours a day.
Honestly,
but I feel like
what is the average time? What's the average time people are on Facebook?
I don't know. But I'm curious because I myself go on Facebook. I'll click in for 20 minutes.
It's addicting.
And then I'll hop out, and then maybe 10 minutes later, and I know nothing's changed. But I'll go back on Facebook.
It's addicting. It's like cigarettes in a sense because it gives you that feeling of like being connected, and it gives you a feeling of like almost like positive.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's like I don't know if like if like. The color, we're just persuaded by what we see. Like, the colors we see, they make us feel a certain way. Facebook knows that.
Yeah.
What we read makes us feel a certain way. Like, how we perceive things makes a huge difference.
Yeah, all right, so I looked up average time on Facebook, and they say it's around 58 minutes. I mean, that's not, but I feel like people go on more. I feel
Is
like...
that Facebook and Instagram, though? Because
no, this is just Facebook. So,
Facebook owns what? Okay, they own WhatsApp, which is the biggest, the biggest encrypted messaging platform.
Okay, I just found it.
Instagram and Facebook.
All right, so the average daily time spent on social media, so general like YouTube, everything, is 9 hours a day.
Jeez.
That's longer than people spend sleeping or in school or work.
That's scary.
It is.
That's scary to think.
So that's more than 455 days.
Hear this out though. Hear this out. Honestly, okay, so like, not to get off topic, but like, because Facebook is leading into like automation and stuff, right?
Yeah.
About the whole like website trying to be the first one without like the facial typing stuff. But honestly, automation, Facebook, one good thing that Facebook will increase automation in the workforce, which will therefore allow people, or instead of having people do jobs that are repetitive based tasks that give no really like positive or like change in the world, it's going to force us to be more creative and more like self-developing, because we're going to actually have to, we can't rely, like, it's going to make us change the way we have to do business.
Yeah.
Because there's not going to be the same businesses. So we actually have to look at ourselves. And it's good though, because I feel like we lost our way in a sense because we're so focused on products and stuff that you just don't know. Like if you're flipping a hamburger, like
or like in the assembly line
nothing against all those people. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. People get responsibilities. You got life. You got bills. Like shit happens. But like at the same time, this shit's happening too. Where like if you lose your job, like you have to. What are you gonna? You can go on. Was it unemployment or you gotta
get like
figure it out?
$200 a week. I
think. What is that? You can't even live off of that. Like you get a minimum wage job now, and you can't afford to live off of it.
And so getting back to data, I just looked it up. I said how much data does Facebook generate per day? Okay, and they 2.5 billion pieces of content and 500 plus terabytes of data each day.
Jeez.
So terabytes are over 1,000 gigabytes. That's 1 terabyte.
That's every day?
Every day. 250 million pieces of information about people who are on their site.
That's ridiculous.
Like
it makes me question like how much is Facebook really making?
I know.
Because if you think about it, right? All right, you drop like you can go on Facebook if you spend about like 250,000, 300,000, you could probably do about 750,000 roughly, right?
Yeah.
So now if you take like let's see, they did divide that by the revenue they did, or do like Facebook's total revenue, do 85% of that. So that's what the digital marketers spent, right?
Yeah.
So that's where their profit's coming from. So I'm trying to figure out in my head how to.
It's probably a lot of money.
Yeah, no, it's a ridiculous amount. But it's almost, to me, it's almost like, I feel like Facebook might be at the point where like I know they talk about like these different coins and stuff now, but I feel like that is something they have to do because there is so much cash going into Facebook that, okay, it's like going to the ATM, there's a limit, regulations.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to, you can only withdraw so much money out of your account. That's just how, like,
it's how it
set
works.
up. Yeah. So like if Facebook goes to crypto, that almost bypasses that.
It
Where
would.
then, like for a marketer, because the problem, like I have too, like is like you can scale so much, but then you do get to a point where like if you like you can only scale so much.
Yeah.
Because then there's a lot of like banking issues. If you don't have a good credit, or if you don't have if you don't have everything set in place, like you can run into a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But this would make that so much easier. And honestly, like if Facebook, when they do convert to this, it's going to have a huge impact on the dollar, or like it's going to have some sort of impact because
It would have to.
I mean, Facebook is probably $1 trillion company now.
I'm not sure. I think it's supposedly up there. Supposedly, but I'm sure it has to be past that.
It has. Well, think of this though. So maybe Facebook itself is not $1 trillion company, but it's generated easily over $1 trillion
It would
into
have
the market. Had to, because for all these 85% of advertisers, they spent all that money. They had to have doubled it, like at least make their money back. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
so they have 300. I don't know if this is right, but they say there's 360 million active users on Facebook. But
360. No, there's like
that's
billions. There's like
this
5
is
billion.
from Newsroom. I don't know if that's right, but so 20. Let's see how many users. Yeah, okay, 2.41 billion. That's about right. But just to put things in perspective, each person, the average revenue per user is $6.18 on average.
Jeez.
So do basic multiplication. $6 times let's just say active users 360 million. You're looking over a couple $1 billion.
I feel like another problem, like even like the government may have, is there's no system set in place to even monitor Facebook.
How could they?
Can't. There's so much information that there's no system. Like it would have to be like a quantum computer to like even go through all that so fast.
Yeah, where would the government start?
I don't know.
With 2.4 billion users and all that terabytes of data, what are they gonna do?
I don't think they can do anything. I feel like the only thing they can do is just merge with them.
They would have
merge
to.
or break it up. But if they break it up, it's not going to change anything. Maybe just on paper, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people are still going to use it the way they use it now.
Mm-hmm. And like getting back to what Facebook owns so probably more than we could possibly imagine. Like with companies, because companies build up so they can see if they can even get bought out by Facebook.
Yeah,
that's their end goal, is to get bought out. And so just imagine how many companies that Facebook owns, and they can probably have a loophole.
It's kind of like makes me question too, is like Facebook has the best opportunity ever to actually do something with all this information, like such as this, right? Imagine if there's like some sort of almost like search engine that you could, like, I feel like one thing that we lack is like medical in technology.
Yeah.
And Facebook has an opportunity to take the data and put it with technology in medical, and that's when like you can create a lot of things, like because a lot of even doctors, they learn based off past data. So without past data, there's no like future learning from medical and stuff. So like if we don't analyze ourselves and learn from us, like
the technology. I'm sure the technology is probably almost there. Where they what if they had a system where you could literally you walk in and something scans you and tells you what's wrong.
Well, listen to this. Zuck's about to make the first website to be typeless.
Yeah.
Okay, you have that information to do that, and we still are
and
having all these problems medically here. we're focused on the wrong thing here.
And that's only what they told us. Who knows what they have?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? To be able to have a little camera or a set of cameras, let's say they have 3 on their phone or whatever, and that can look at your face and be like, you're about to say what's going on, friend.
I feel like Facebook needs to go a different approach. I feel like if they went the approach as like, this is a good thing, give us your information. We're using it for this reason. If they did like a medical approach, I feel like they could really grow as far as like get the trust from people, because no one wants to give their personal information away. But if they give their personal information away, knowing for personal growth potentially, like there's a difference. Like if a lot of people are kind of selfish and they always look for something to get.
Everyone's selfish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, really.
I don't care what people say. Everyone wants more money, more time.
Yeah, seriously. Like if you could take a photo, and you have like, there's so much you could do with their analyzer, and
it really
blows my mind on why they don't do more than what they do.
Yeah,
it's almost like, I don't know.
Like getting back on medical. Imagine like they make so much money and they have so much technology.
Yeah, they can read your face from your laptop, and I give them no permission, and yet I can't take a photo you can't even take a photo of yourself, and like imagine like if they were to take that technology to read your face, amplify it with medical like past records to predict, and all you do is like on a daily basis, the same software analyzes you, and it'll send little pings. Oh, hey, your iron's low based off of this, based off your color of your skin, like all these different little data points can really add up.
Yeah, because you're looking at your phone for 9 hours.
But where's the money in that?
Yeah.
There isn't. So it's like...
They would have to have something like that.
But...
I don't know, actually.
There's no profit for them, and that's how people look. Yeah. Where, like, if they don't make anything, like, there's no point for them to be doing it. Because you can't live without money.
Yeah. Everyone's greedy.
Exactly. No, they are.
But,
and to a certain extent.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't know where to begin with.
There's a difference between greed. Well, you know what? It depends on what you're doing with your money. There's people that have an enormous amount of money and they just sit on it and don't do anything, and they go on hibernation and they just... Yeah. What's the point? Cool.
Well, you're just sitting there.
You're rich. You have an opportunity to do something and you're not going to take it.
Yeah, I feel like...
To me, that's like... makes me a little mad.
I feel...
Because I'm envy of that. Like, I want that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you could have so much that could be done. But then again, people don't want to take that responsibility.
No one does.
Because people are...
Get Elon Musk on it, he'll do it.
They're like freaking zombies into our system because they're so like, no, this is right, this is what I was told to do.
They're fixed mindset.
But wait, hey, like, almost. I was told like Pluto was a planet, now it's not.
Yeah, like what is it? Now I think it's back in planet.
What is it?
I think it's back in planet. Because people were upset about it.
Like those, like CBD, or not CBD oil, there's some marijuana vaporizer that's going on. That was like the cure to cigarettes and all this. And now it's like, oh my god, like it just killed like all these people.
Yeah, whoa.
It's like,
but like
media, like what they show isn't always the truth.
And like one thing is, why do people like cigarettes and all that is so much it's so much different and so much probably worse, but yet they don't want to get rid of it. Why would they get rid of it? Too much money involved. These other companies are too big. You know.
Yet there's like all these like random little drugs that they used to sell at like gas stations, like I can't think of what it's
K2.
called. Yeah.
K2 you could buy at 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
and it would make you like freaking and like.
Yeah, marijuana is illegal, and there's they're gonna put literally a substance that was made by just another person that makes a bunch of chemicals together. And it's like, oh my god, this got me high. Like, let's sell it.
And now you can go to 7-Eleven or gas station and be like.
To me, that's a flaw in the system. There's a lot of flaws in our system.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there totally is. Jeez.
Wait, how long have we been on this now?
We're looking.
Is it still on?
Yeah, we're looking at 40 minutes. Right now. Really? Yeah, right here. 40 minutes. Time ticking.
Nice.
Yeah. Do I keep going?
It's up to you.
I don't care. Well, if we come back, we'll edit it in. So that's it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the the podcast here. I'm gonna shout out my Instagram real quick. Trading with Carter. We're doing a giveaway here for some products and some. I think we're doing an Xbox One hopefully next month. So that is it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and take care.